Hello ladies and gentlemen, An Idiot Imports is sponsored by PlayAsia, who most likely supplied this game to me unless I specifically mentioned that they didn't. You can follow the affiliate link in the description to buy this game from PlayAsia to support me and my channel, and you can use the coupon code BlueVita to save $3 off your order. Thanks for your support, enjoy the show. I'm just gonna warn you right off the bat, this video is gonna be terrible. There you go, so... Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima, and I'm here checking out Winning Post 8 2016. This is by Tecmo Koei. Tecmo Koei do an absolute ton of Vita games, and some of them they don't bring over here. Some of these are entirely disappointing, like for example Shin Gundam Musu, that never came out over here. Nobunaga's Ambition Vita version never came out here. This game never came out here at all. Like, no... The only way you can get this game in any other, like, Western territory without actually importing it is getting on Steam and buying the Japanese-only version, and even then, no English. So, I was curious. Misplaced curiosity, I gotta say. Because I can't tell you whether or not this game is actually good, because there is literally so much Japanese text that I cannot find my way around it. And every translation I've tried to do has made absolutely no fucking sense. 0 sense. It just comes out as gibberish. Even when I try and retranslate the same sentence like 3 times, it makes absolutely no sense. It's just horrific. So we'll go have a look at what we got available. So, edit mode, as far as I can tell, lets you modify all the horses and all the jockeys in this game, so that you can just, you know, play around with specific horses and stuff and modify, just modify anything you want about them. You can see all these stats here. I couldn't get any of these translated just because of the way they are. Even inverting the colors doesn't help. But yeah, as you can see, there's an absolute ton of stuff for every individual horse. There's a ton of individual skills here. And it's just insane, honestly. Absolutely insane. And there's a bunch of stuff like this with jockeys as well. Pressing triangle does sorting, I think. And all the horses have Japanese names, and they've all got all sorts of different stats and stuff. It's just... Yeah, we got jockeys, and we got coaches, and they all have their own stats and skills. And as far as I'm aware, there's no, like, English translation site like Power Pro Baseball. So, there's absolutely no way to know exactly what you're doing in this game. Unless you felt like going and translating the 75-page manual, absolutely covered in Japanese text. Just full of it. Absolutely full of it. It's just something else entirely. It's insane. Like, look at all this. It's definitely a Tecmo Koei manual, because they cover a lot of shit in their games. Like, seriously, they cover everything that's in the game in their freaking manuals. So, maybe if you were willing to translate the entire manual, you might actually come out alright here. But I tried, and I just couldn't get to tell me anything that made sense. Match Race is apparently like a sort of free race mode, you know, like the free mode in your typical Dynasty Warriors games. However, I have no idea how to actually get a horse to load into this mode. I literally don't have a clue. I do not understand. Like, you try and select all the options here and it tells you that there's, like, nothing that you can select. You try and select, this is just a horse password. I don't even know what this is. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I do kind of know what it is, because this is probably one of those systems where they let you import a massive chain of stuff and get a horse out of it. And you can't select the bottom 2 options, the very bottom of which is race, until you have horses to import. The problem is, I don't know where to go to actually import the horses in this. Not a clue. Like, it says I need something called battle data, and I have no idea where to go to get that. Not a clue. Absolutely not a clue. I don't know. So you can do cross-load between the other platforms. There's an online mode? But it just feels and looks like the single-player game, so I'm not entirely sure what the point is. It's strange. I think it's maybe meant to, like, have everyone in the one horse racing league, so that everyone can compete with each other online via raising their horses however they deem necessary. But, yeah, it's just weird. Really weird. Oh god, no. No, no, no. Back the hell up. Yeah, right, that's going to a new game. I don't even... Yeah, whatever. We'll go load into the game I got here, which has 1 month of in-game time, which is, I admit, is not much, but I played for an hour or so, and I still have no idea what the hell I'm doing. They have hundreds upon hundreds of windows of text trying to tell you what the hell it is you need to actually do, and it's never really particularly obvious what you do need to do. So you've got your different horses here. Again, they've all got tons of different stats. Like, look at all this. This is insane. And there's no easy way to translate all of it. I mean, like, Power Pro Baseball had everything as an easily represented sets of numbers and grades. This game, it's just all over the place. It's got all sorts of different amounts of crap in it. And you can have up to like 10 horses at any one time, but there's just an absolute ton of screens and data and just crap like that. It's nuts. I don't know what to... I really don't know what I'm doing. Oh look, there's the horse password. Look how long that is. Jesus Christ, I mean, remember how back in the NES days, like I wasn't even alive for the NES days, but I've played NES games. Imagine, do you remember how back in those days they were really insane about really long passwords? That is ridiculous. I got something stuck in my throat, I'm sorry. Apparently you can tap the touchscreen to do something, but I don't know what. It's just, there's literally so much crap here that translating it would have taken me literally hours. And you can see all the different horses here. They're all historical representations. You can start all the way back in the year, what was it? 1987, I think it is. You can see the little guy riding around on the horse there, and you can use the analog stick to change, like, camera angles and stuff like that. Yeah, so a combination of not being able to translate the manual because it comes out gibberish, a combination of not being able to translate the screens in the game because they come out gibberish, and I legit have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, that was all the horse management menu. This is the manager menu. Yeah, they're working on my farm, the Bloops farm. You even meet other, like, horse races and jockeys and stuff like that, and owners and crap, and yeah, that's just how that works. The game has a bunch of difficulty modes as well, because it's a Tecmo Koei game, of course it does. I've got everything on easy, so I'm not entirely sure what that affects, because again, I tried to translate it, it just came out as gibberish. You can modify your house to have, different, things, brain work with me here, to have different, abilities and, you know, upgrade it and stuff like that. This looks like a settings menu, and other than save and load, I'm not entirely sure what the hell's going on here. Yeah, look at all these options. Just, God almighty. I don't know. There's just so much crap. And there's no, like, translation guides or anything for this game, so trying to find your way around all of this is just mental. I think this is cross-save. I'm not going to claim for sure what that is. So if I go to next, it'll put my horse in the horse races. And I don't get to see the horse races as far as I can tell. It won't actually let me watch them. I'm not entirely sure why. There are actual horse races going on. But yeah, nothing happens. And then we get people to talk to, and they have absolute tons of text, and none of it makes any sense, because it just doesn't translate properly, and it's just... Yeah, now we're back here, and apparently I didn't even have a horse lined up to race. I thought I did. I actually did manage to figure this out after a bunch of fiddling around, and yet, for some reason, it's just decided not to work. I mean, I could be wrong, but yeah, I legit have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And I fully admit that's my fault. But at the same time, consider this a warning. Don't buy this. I mean, if you know Japanese, obviously you probably would have bought it already. But, I mean, good lord, this is ridiculous. It's just so insanely complex. It's just weird. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is this like the, is this the results screen? Is this the roster screen? I don't know. Like, I noticed that when I managed to get my horse racing, there was a red name in there, but yeah, I don't know how to get my own horses racing at the moment. Was that it? Alright, so we found our way to the horse management screen, and yes, we even get to see this, which is what all the horses look like. We are number... God, I can't even tell. I thought this is supposed to have like a red name or something. I've been through all these options before. This is the newspaper. Yeah, imagine trying to translate this crazy nonsense. This is... I legit don't know what this is. I don't know what this one is. I could have sworn I selected this before. Please don't tell me this is where the actual, like, real horse racing is. Don't you like how they use real pictures, but they blur everyone's faces so it looks creepier? Like, I get why they do that, because, you know, people's likenesses aren't exactly a thing you can just go using in a game willy-nilly, but it just looks strange. Oh god, I actually get to watch the race. This is what I was looking for this whole time. So let's actually watch this race, shall we? And we can watch from any number of camera angles. There's a guy talking in the background. It looks like it's... Is it raining or is that... It's film grain. That looks like film grain. In fact, it looks like a really old-timey film. But yeah. We can see the horses racing now, and... I don't even know what horse is mine. There's a little leader thing up there. It actually looks pretty nice. I mean, for a Vita game. It's going to look a bit aliased and crap on your screens, but on the actual Vita screen, it looks alright. Everything looks pretty smooth. I mean, I'm watching this on like a... The Vita screen is a 5-inch, and this screen is like a 17-inch. So, of course, it's going to look a little bit worse for wear. Okay, so yeah, this guy's on the final stretch by the looks of things. I could have sworn... I tried to find the screen so many times, and I couldn't find it, and I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, that was a horse race. Apparently. 9, 16, 14, 4, and 5. I don't even know if we had a horse in that race. I legit have no idea. Generally, once we return to the, like, actual loading screen... Well, not the loading screen, the home screen. It'll give us, like, a budget? Or something like that? Yeah, I don't think we had a horse in that race at all. So I'm not entirely sure how we managed to actually watch it. I'm so confused. I don't even know if there's anything in the way of, like... racing or... Well, not so much racing, raising. Not racing, raising. I don't know how much there is in the way of raising the horses. I think it's just... I legitimately don't know what I'm doing. I will fully admit I don't know what I'm doing, and I tried to figure out what the hell I'm doing, and I just haven't been able to do it. I'm just not even close. Oh look, yeah, alright, okay. I've got a horse listed. Just need to give him a good jockey. Except the button's grayed out for some reason. What's going on? Oh, no. Apparently what? Yeah, that was a screen I'd never seen before either. What's going on? I have no idea. I'm not gonna claim to know what the ever-loving hell I'm doing. If you know what the hell I'm doing, then what's this screen? What's this screen? It's too complicated. Like, an idiot imports is entirely true here. Because this game is so complex that I don't think it would even be possible for me to effectively play this game, even with a guide. Just because of the amount of freaking translation and stuff that you would need to do. It's insane. Quite literally insane with how much it's got. It's nuts. Alright, we're number 6. I legit don't know if there's anything to do with actual raising of the horses. I don't know how you coach them other than have a good coach on them. There's no way to tell what jockeys, what horses, what coaches, what maintenance there is. It's just, yeah. Even with translating the screen with the Google Translate app, it just comes out as gibberish. So there's absolutely nothing I can say to help you know how to play this game. And it's a shame because it's interesting. Like, how many, like, legitimately serious horse raising, racing management games are there on the internet that aren't just, like, you know, press a button to gamble on a horse? How many legitimate games are there like this? There aren't very many. You can customize what your jockeys and your horses look like and their saddles and stuff like that. You can do stuff like that. So I'm sure there's some really in-depth horse racing stuff going on here. Yeah, again, I don't know Japanese, so I can't figure it out. Number 10's horse is quite unhappy. And they're off. Let's see if we can find number 6. Number 6 is out in front. Somehow. Okay. Number 2's about to pass him. That's not good. I can't tell if there's any sort of like button commands or something I can give in the game. Don't think so. Oh, there we go. This camera lets me focus on my horse in particular, and well, it's going to be a top 5 finish by the looks of things, which is nice. Oh, no. We've been passed by literally everybody, and the race is over, and we are not in the top 5, are we? Started out in front, and then just fell behind. Okay, yeah, so we came in 5th. And I don't know what that screen is. I guess those are all the horse racing leagues. Like, you know, there's 11 races and they're from top to bottom, and apparently I got a new horse. there is breeding. Like, that is a thing. You can get all sorts of different kinds of horses, and oh hey, we actually made a profit. Who would have thought? More text, and yeah, apparently there's interpersonal events. Again, it just comes out as gibberish. The character art is surprisingly, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, withdrawn? Realistic for a Tecmo Koei game? And there's that. And apparently I've unlocked a new ability like stopwatch or something. This might be where you go to actually modify the training of your horse. Entirely possible, but again, I'm just no idea what I'm doing. No idea. I hope I've given you at least a semi-decent look at what this game is and why you shouldn't pick it up unless you're very fluent in the Japanese language. So, this has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.